Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on difference of two squares. The difference of two squares is a very special binomial that can be factorised automatically if we recognise the pattern. If we remember, a plus b times a minus b is that, that's how you expand that from the last video when we were doing the removal of grouping symbols or expansion. So this binomial product here, that's how we expand it. That's when we remove the grouping symbols. When we collect like terms, those two cancel out and we're left with a squared minus b squared. So in reverse, we have, in other words, what I'm saying is, if we start off with a squared minus b squared and we're asked to factorise it, this is what we get. A squared minus b squared, that's how we factorise it. The difference of two squares, that is one term and another term, there's a subtraction sign between them and each of them are squared. That's the difference of two squared, that's how it's factorised. Let's have a look at four examples. Factorise each of the following. M squared minus k squared. Now that's exactly the same as this format. So we can see that the factorisation is m plus k, m minus k. B squared minus 16, this is example 2. Now it doesn't look the same, does it? However, if we write this, it is now the difference of 2 squared because 4 squared is 16. To factorise that, it's b plus 4, b minus 4. The third one, 9w squared minus 49. Now how do we transform this into the difference of two squares? Well, 9w squared is 3w all squared. So there's one term all squared. And 49 is 7 squared. So we have 3w all squared minus 7 all squared, and there's the answer, because it's exactly the same format as this. No matter what the two terms are, it's the product of the sum and the difference of the two terms, and that's exactly what we've done there. The next one's an interesting one. 4h squared minus 36. Now, whenever you can see a common factor, you take that outside the grouping symbols. So here, the highest common factor is 4, so we have 4 outside of h squared minus 9, which is 4 outside of h squared minus 3 squared, which is 4 outside of h plus 3, h minus 3. So this video has introduced us to the difference of two squares, and we've seen how to factorise the difference of two squares automatically. So if the difference of two squares are represented in this format, this is how we factorise them. So we just make sure that we can transform each of the terms into that format, and then it's very, very easy to factorise.